What's up? Haha. 9-7. Check it out. Yo. Hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli, what the dilly, yo? When I be on the mic as I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we wild in the studio, you don't want to violate. What's up with y'all? Smash the like button. The real is back. Lance, what up? Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that just met you. What you do? Fuck that. Look at Shorty, she's the little cutie, yo. The way she shake you make you wanna get all in the booty, yo. Tap. Put all your hands in my eye, could see. Gang shit. Y'all can't hear me? Hello. If y'all can hear me, hey, you drunk? He said I can't hear you. His shit is on mute and shit. 9-7. Check it out. Hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli, what the dilly, yo? You to be on the mic as I do my duty, yo. While up in the club and we wild under the... He's saying he can't hear my shit. Hey, y'all violate. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego. I was watching some boxing. I got a pack. Your boy going out. I got to work for you guys. I'm going to go out to New York. Cover some shit. I figure you guys would like that. Hold on, let me get the music cracking. Hey. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Shout out to HT, $2 super chat. If you listen, I'm gonna talk about the Jesse Hart first, and then we'll get into Canelo. He's fighting technically today. No, it's only 10, so he's fighting tomorrow. Jesse Hart versus Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, part 2. I just watched that earlier. Did a video on it. Check it on the channel for, more breakdown. But I want to talk about some of it live. Real good fight. Main event. The card was kind of light, but it's a Friday, so I didn't expect nothing crazy. Main event delivered. Real good fight. Gilberto Ramirez won. Retained his title via majority decision. One person scored it a draw. 2 people had it 115 to 113. I thought it was a fairly close fight. But my thing with Jesse Hart, I could tell he wanted it. Like, he trained hard and wanted. I didn't understand his game plan for portions of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like how he was, like at first he was fighting, like trying to fight Zurdo heads up, and I thought that was more of his game. Zurdo is like slightly taller, like, a little bit taller. He was considered maybe the bigger puncher of the two, and he's from Mexico, and his style, he does a lot of combinations, body work is good. He's a southpaw, uppercuts. So I thought early on in the fight, I didn't think, I gave Jesse Hart round 1, but, I don't have all the rounds memorized, but let's say round 2 and 3, maybe. Ramirez started letting off like harder shots and combinations, and Jesse Hart, he looked like he was a little bit too anxious in them early rounds. Like he was like trying so hard to avenge the loss that he might have been overthinking or trying too hard, and it just didn't look as fluid. He also looked just a little bit uptight, a little bit stiff, and then Ramirez was just letting them fly. But he didn't get knocked down in this fight. Both guys hurt each other in spots. So it was, all rounds were competitive, all the rounds were pretty competitive. But then about towards the end, Gilberto Ramirez, he was like hesitant to throw his left hand. He's a southpaw. And they said on the telecast, I guess from Jesse Hart switched up his game plan, so he started like mugging and smothering and smoldering the bigger Ramirez, and it was working. You know, it was Ramirez he didn't have the trajectory to get all his shots off, and it was working to a degree. And in these clinches and like, you know, just muscling guys around or them muscling each other around, I guess he tweaked his elbow or something, so it was hurting him. It was in pain to throw, they said. But you know, you can't make excuses, because people have fought with broken jaws and won. People have fought with one arm. ESPN commentary is horrible, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude, but I just don't feel like beating around the bush. Their commentary is like horrible. You can always tell, like, they never let you know what's unfolding. It's like they always have a horse in the race. It's like they bet money on the person who's getting the good commentary. You know, that's what it feels like. But they, you know, they were like kind of making a built-in excuse for Ramirez, and he's a warrior, so he don't even need that. And he showed you that in the 12th round. But, you know, they're like, oh, his elbow, he clearly can't throw it. I mean, this is boxing. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but shit happens. You got to work through it. But anyway, Jesse Hart picked up the pace in those rounds, and he was doing good, but I think he was doing a little bit too much of the smothering and stuff, like where he was smothering his own offense to a degree. Like, he would smother and then he would take a break and try to get some shots off, but he was extremely close, so he wasn't able to get sharp shots off at each time he tried to let loose. So I thought it was a good game plan, but he should have did it more in moderation to me, you know, because Ramirez is the bigger guy. It, like, when someone's muscling you around, it's gonna wear you down anyway. But Ramirez is the bigger guy here, so it might even take longer, because he's he looks pretty strong. He's taller, bigger. You know, if you're Tyson Fury and you're leaning on a cruiserweight like Steve Cunningham, of course you're gonna get burned out, because that's like 260 plus pounds, 6'10", you know, leaning on you, and you're really just a cruiserweight. Or how Klitschko clinches you. So I think that'll burn him out faster. So I don't know if he was just trying to tire out Ramirez, but I just felt Ramirez is, you know, he's young and he's big and he's bigger than you. So he should have did it in moderation, in my opinion. So up until that point, the fight was, you know, fairly close, pretty close, depending on how you scored a couple of rounds. And, you know, Ramirez being the champion, they're going into the 12th round. Even Jesse Hart's team said, hey, you know, go out there and win this round big. And Jesse Hart started getting touched, and Ramirez, they said he was one-handed. He started landing a succession of rights. His head was jerking back like that, and it looked like he was trying to show that he was okay in his head. You know, it was too dramatic. So I gave Zurdo the 12th round, and to Jesse Hart's credit, he lost see, this is how I score. I don't know how everyone else scores. That was like the first 2.5 minutes of it, Ramirez controlled. If it's a 3-minute round, unless you're getting knockdowns or a knockdown at least, or a knockout, or, you know, someone's clearly out on their feet, you know, it's going to be hard for you to win the round, because you hurt the person back when they hurt you and controlled more minutes of 3 minutes. So Jesse Hart did like his last name, and he showed Hart. And he actually hurt Gilberto Ramirez, but it was too little too late type shit. You know what I'm saying? He hurt him in the last 30 seconds. So I had to give Ramirez the round, because he also hurt, what's the name? Jesse Hart. And he kind of dominated more minutes of the round. So I think the decision was fair. You know, some people, I can, you know, he's a fighter, so I can understand why he's like, oh man, I won it. But, you know, some of the rounds are close. He was a champion. So me personally, I'm not going to, it was a close fight. You know, I'm not going to cry over it. I probably would have given it to Ramirez. You know, I didn't score it like that, but I thought he was, I wouldn't say well ahead, but if you have 115 and 113, that sounds cool, you know. So it was a good fight though. Yeah, and I like, you know, Ramirez did show a lot of heart. He showed a lot of heart in that 12th round. If his arm was bothering him, because he would let it go. He let it fly. Ego, what's upper? Burn rubber. Is that E40? What's upper? See my focus in the traffic. What's upper? Gilberto Ramirez, he said post-fight he's moving up. Even though he's a champion at 168, he said he has to move up to 175. That's what him and his team have decided, unless there's a big fight, which probably there won't be, you know, because the only thing that could change is if Canelo or something says, hey, I'll fight you at 168, which doesn't look likely, you know. So looks like it sounded like he called out Vodstick at 175. You know, that's a cool fight. But Zurdo got to work on his defense. You know, actually, Jesse Hart does too. You know, because it was a good fight, good action fight. But, you know, both of them would have to work on their defense. Like Jesse Hart, if he were to have fought, you know, Andre Ward at 168, Andre Ward, he's just too sharp. You know, like in my opinion, he would have made Jesse Hart pay. Jesse Hart got Hart, but I think they both can work on their defense, especially Zurdo. So that's my thoughts on it. It was a cool fight, you know, cool fight for a Friday. We'll see if he moves up to 175. He clearly has a frame to do it. That would open up his title if he vacates and moves up. So we'll see. Speaking of Canelo, now, man, look, shout out to Lance Pugmire, LA Times. Oscar De La Hoya says Canelo Alvarez will fight in Las Vegas May 4th, but not against Daniel Jacobs or Gennady Golovkin. And I guess that's a quote. So that's a quote. And it's an article that he wrote based on a quote. Oscar De La Hoya says Canelo Alvarez will fight in Las Vegas May 4th, but not against Daniel Jacobs or Gennady Golovkin. So that's pretty horrible. First of all, I told you, I don't even want to see the Golovkin trilogy straight away. But if it's going to be somebody like Canelo versus David Lemieux or Spike O'Sullivan, then clearly I would rather see the Triple G3 fight. Man, so that's not, to me, that's not really a good sign that we're going to get kind of the fight we want. And the funny thing is, fuck no, I don't think it's Charlo. Hell no. Because why? First of all, just be realistic. First of all, Charlo's got to win their fight this next week. You know, they're favored to do it, so they'll probably do it, whatever. But they just, you know, they're on the other side of the street. They're looking like monsters. First of all, let's take Jermell out of it because he's at 54. Canelo can't move down and make no damn 54. We know that. Canelo would look like Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas if he tried to go back to them 150s, especially coming from 168 from the Fielding fight. So let's just cancel Jermell out of there because he hasn't at this point moved up to 160 and he hasn't struggled to make 54. So that would leave Jermall Charlo, the bigger Charlo, right? Big punch, been murdering guys, you know, looking real good. And then we have to see what he does with Willie Monroe, of course. He's on the other side of the fence. You know, I just don't see that being likely. I mean, I would love to be wrong, but you got to look at it. Canelo at 54, he's been the A side, you know. He had the opportunity to fight Demetrius Andrade. He could have picked either twin at that point, and he was at 154, 155. They probably would have fought him at 155. That's just one less pound that they would have to lose too from their walk around weights. And he didn't. So, you know, why would he do it now? Hey, do we have any shooters? Shooters, announce yourself. Do we have any shooters in the stream? Hold on, I gotta take out the trash. So, anyway, he had an opportunity to fight Demetrius Andrade or either twin at 54, and that didn't happen. So, coming off the Fielding, I doubt it happens next for Charlo. To me, not really a strong sign unless, you know, Oscar De La Hoya is just saying this for some reason, trying to throw the dogs off the scent, you know, to make this some surprise. But even that, he's already fought Golovkin twice, you know. Why even make that statement unless you meant it? You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why. It's not like a surprise birthday party. You know, I don't know why you would rule out Danny Jacobs and Triple G for May. So that's pretty. So, I mean, just look at it. Who's he? Listen, the only people, I don't know. Canelo said he's moving back down to 160. According to De La Hoya in LA Times article, it's not going to be Daniel Jacobs, who's a champion, a unification, a guy who's going to be ringside. Jacobs might as well just watch the fight from home if De La Hoya is talking like that. Why is he even going ringside? You know, what's the point if they already know Canelo ain't fighting you? You know? So, De La Hoya said it's not going to be Triple G. And it's not going to be Jacobs. Me personally, ego, I highly doubt it's Charlo. You got network differences and issues and all that. I would love to be wrong, but I don't see it being Charlo. You know, Canelo could have fought Charlo before they were on Showtime together. You know, they were both with Premier. Yeah, they were both with Al Heyman and Golden Boy back in the day. Andre's fighting in January, so I doubt it's him. I mean, he could fight in January and fight again in May, but another tricky style. Man, I'm telling you, dude, this is bad, bro. Because I don't even want to see Billy Joe Saunders. Whoa, why do I want to see Billy Joe Saunders with no belt? I wanted to see Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo when he had a belt. That's weak as hell. It, like, if he doesn't have a belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were to line up Triple G, Jacobs, Charlo, and Andrade and Billy Joe Saunders, and it wasn't about belts, then Billy Joe Saunders would be last in terms of a stylistic fight that I would want to see. You know? Billy Joe Saunders has a good style. He looked great versus David Lemieux, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I think the other fights are more action fights for the big star, Canelo Alvarez. But either way, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, you know, I don't care if someone uses movement. But, again, what's the point of fighting Billy Joe Saunders if he failed a drug test? Was this the battle of the people who failed drug tests in 2018? So I don't even want to see that. Not for May, you know. Let Billy Joe Saunders, he don't have a belt. Fight Andrade, you know. Try to get your belt back. And then fight Canelo. Something like that. That'd be cool. Somebody said Rob Brandt. Oh, my gosh. This is crazy, bro. I don't know why De La Hoya said that. You see, I'm definitely canceling DAZN probably today because it'll still be good. I gotta see what their calendar. Hey, real talk. I gotta see what that calendar's looking like before I get $10 out of my. You know, I love boxing, but I gotta see what that calendar looking like. I need to see what that calendar looking like because I got stuff to pay for. David Lemieux's in the hospital. I don't want to see Canelo versus no David Lemieux. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't want to see Rob Brandt, Ryota Murata. Man, come on. Hey, I'm not trying to clown nobody, but Canelo he's the face of boxing, right? Floyd Mayweather didn't put no fight on like Ryota Murata type shit. He fighting Ryota Murata cousin and shit now. But he wasn't. That's because he retired. He fighting all the, you know, Ricky Tan and different motherfuckers now because he's like half retired, half not. But when he had his Showtime 6 fight, he didn't put on no Rob Brandt level fight. Man, come on, bro. Let Floyd. This shit crazy. Yeah, Floyd fighting Junetown and them, you know, different people now, but he wasn't doing that in the Showtime deal. I heard of everyone, Robert Guerrero, Berto, you know, obviously Canelo, Maidana twice. I heard of all of his opponents. Man, Ricky, get up, dog. Ricky 10. Y'all niggas need to calm down. You need to calm down. Who you, the fucking police? Hey, y'all some snitches, bro. He said, y'all niggas need to calm down. Who are you? The campus monitor? Bro, shut up. He said, you guys need to calm down. The fucking police in here. Ego working, I see you, cuz. What up? Hitting up this Whataburger in Texas. Bro, don't tell me about food. That sounds hella good right now. I'm hungry. Man, I'm not giving that heat. Like Wilder said, kings don't travel for peasants. Let him sit there and beg. Nah, you and your feeling in here. Shut up, you the police. You top flight security of the world, Craig. Man, it's real small in here. Nah, you real big in here. You top flight. He said, everybody calm down. We got the fire marshal. Fire Marshal Bill in this motherfucker. Let's just say Canelo, he got a new deal with DAZN, and someone says, oh, there goes Triple G. Hey, we got the fire marshal in the building. Hey, you a snitch, dog. You wearing a wiretap. He's like, everybody calm down, calm down. Cut the malarkey, nothing to get excited about here. He counting how many people are in the room and shit to see if it's at max occupancy. Boy, I'm older than you. Shut up. So you can't spell the word you, and you said I'm older. You sound like a drunk slave, bro. I'm older than you. Like, you older than me, can't spell. Y'all lame, bro. You laughing at your own joke. What's really lame? What's really good, John James? Who the fuck is John James? Like, you came straight out the Wild West, bro. It's called slang text. So you're older than me, and you're using slang text. Why is your old ass... You should be using pager code. Why your old ass using slang text? Yo, daddy. No, but why is your old ass using slang text? You got a beeper still? That motherfucker beep beep. Man, Lisa ready for me to pick her up. Motherfucker, you got a pager still, huh? You got that SkyTel? You got a Nextel chirp? Shut your old ass up. Hey, they put money on your head, boy. Brian Buckler, $6. They put $6 on your head, bruh. They said, fuck John James. Hey, fuck the Mayweather. Fuck the John James. Why Ego Army riding on you? They said John James, a.k.a. Pookie. You keep calling me, man. You keep calling me. You on that glass pipe, John James. Why they come for your boy? Keep calling me. Keep calling. You went from prom queen to prom fiend. Okay. Scotty, they're gonna kill me. Keep calling me. Hey, they say you a fiend. You in the Carter with a wiretap belt, bro. Hey, you know you done fucked up. You getting sliced up in here. You getting Kimbo sliced. Rest in peace. Yeah, it said John James has left the chat. Hey, he getting bodied. Don't try to heckle. That shit lame. Bro, this shit is 10 times better than anything you've said. You said, I'm older than you, but it's called text slang. Shut your old ass up. Using that old ass slang. Man, you ain't nothing but a jive turkey sucker fool. Old ass slang. Bro, we done with you. Your shit is a dub. I'm done with you. John James, you're out of there. Oh my gosh, why they keep coming for your boy, the Stream King, man? I'm just trying to talk this boxing. He said, I barely came in. I don't even know what's going on, but fuck the John James. Man, I appreciate y'all for riding me. Sometimes we just got to take out the trash like it's Thursday. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, back to this boxing shit. Someone said he is a 60-year-old teenager. I'm done. Do you let Leonard Ellerby nose roast you in this chat? I'm done. I'm done. Don't matter, he not fighting tonight and can't make 160 no more. Who? Canelo? Canelo can't make 160? Hey, good luck at 68 if he can't make 160. That's going to be crucial. All right, fight David Benavidez. You can't make 60? Okay. Fight David Benavidez. He going to be on the Errol Spence. David Benavidez is back. I said he back, y'all. Oh, you're saying David Lemieux? Nah, he does this. He did this before where he couldn't make weight and then he came back and made the weight. He always does that. He's done that a couple times. See, he's a power puncher, so, you know, he kind of relies on that. He don't care if he's in crazy. You got to, you know, you got to have that discipline and shit. I see him, he be posting pictures with his girl. He be going out to eat and shit. You know, you got to have discipline. But anyway, I don't know who Canelo's going to fight. Hey, DAZN, man, you got to do something, baby. See, this is what I was talking about. See, oh my gosh, man. Listen, we just going to do 2019 is going to be an extension of what we did here. We got so much shit right. These dudes is like zombies. They just keep popping up. Bow, rock-a-bye, baby, in broad daylight. Anywho, yeah, man, I don't know who Canelo's gonna face, but this is funny. I told you guys this when DAZN first came out. You know, everybody got like overjoyed because of Canelo was making all this money, and before that, because everything Eddie Hearn says. But so far, we have to see these things happen. So far, Anthony Joshua's one fight on DAZN ain't been his biggest fighter. You know, to me, that's listen. Just be honest with yourself. Who talked about AJ versus Povetkin, that fight itself, beyond the day of the fight? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, who, like, let's say the fight happened September 1st. Who was talking about AJ versus Povetkin as a fight, not comparing it or nothing, just talking about how great of a fight it was September 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Look at Wilder Fury. The shit happened. People to this day, as Wilder was saying, to this day, are still talking about Wilder Fury, you know, as a fight. Nobody was talking about Joshua versus Povetkin that I seen beyond the, you know, the weekend it happened. You know, so that's one major star. Canelo's fighting tomorrow. It doesn't feel like a Canelo fight week. Now De La Hoya is telling the LA Times that it's not going to be Triple G or Daniel Jacobs. That's like two good names that he could fight. Me personally, you know, I understand the Triple G fight, that, you know, if they made it, but I'm just saying, me personally, I would prefer a unification, or, you know, one of the other styles that I've been wanting to see him fight for a while, like Demetrius Andrade, Daniel Jacobs, or Charlo. But, you know, I would, if my choices were like Triple G3 or Rob Brandt or Ryota Murata or David Lemieux or Spike O'Sullivan, or, you know, pulling some 168 pounder down to 164.5, then yeah, I would rather see Triple G get a third fight. You know, see, that's what Canelo's gonna do, or that's an option of what he could do, because he just said it. He said I could fight. I'm going back down to 160, but I could fight in between. You know, I get the A side shit, but that's a little bit OD. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see fucking Canelo versus Chuck Liddell at a catchweight. I'm not trying to see all that type of shit, bro. Why? Like, why would I want to see Chuck Liddell? He just fought Tito Ortiz. Why am I want to see Chuck Liddell versus Canelo at a catchweight on top of that? Like, come on, man. Fucking Canelo versus the Transporter. Like, is that fucking Jason Statham? Striker. Next time, cut Olia balls. Like, I am not trying to see no Transporter versus Canelo and all this shit y'all be talking about, bro. I hope he makes the right decision, because I'm not trying to see it. Fucking Luigi versus Canelo and Wario and all this shit. Mario Brothers and... It's me, Mario. Like, I am not watching Mario Brothers fight Canelo, Koopa Troopa and all this shit. It's me, Mario. See, this what I'm telling you. See, DAZN. Hey, I'm just telling you, DAZN, they fuck around, hooked up with two promoters that don't have deep U.S. stables. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going because I'm being real. I'm not trying to see fucking Corey Matthews versus Canelo. Boy Meets World and shit. Why would I want to see that? Hey, I've been to Savage bars. I said Boy Meets World, Corey Matthews. I've been to Savage. Oh my God. I'm not trying to see all that. Jonathan Taylor Thomas versus Canelo, all this bullshit y'all talking about. I'm telling you straight up, I don't want to see that. Especially off of no Rocky Fielding, Like, I don't want to see you fight Rocky Fielding and then fight another person who's that echelon of fighter that nobody's asking for. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Canelo versus John Wick and all that. I'm not trying to see that. That's a stretch. See, that's what I'm saying. DAZN, they mess around, had all this money, and they hooked up with two promoters that don't have deep U.S. stables. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, see, Brian know what I'm talking about. Fucking Canelo versus Topanga and all this. I'm not trying to watch all that. I'm just being straight up. So I hope he makes a better decision than that. I understand the A side. I respect it. I love Canelo. I think he's a great fighter. But, trying to force Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. or something. Oh, he's back and new and improved. And I don't want to see it. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'd rather see Canelo fight Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. than to see him fight Jr. again. Because Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing versus Canelo. He didn't even do nothing against the thoughts that robbed him in the hotel room. He was just laying on the bed like they was running his pockets. There he was in the MGM or whatever the fuck he was at, and they was just running through, running his pocket. Julio's just like, fantastico. He thought she was pulling his pants down to fellate him or some shit. She was stealing his wallet. What the fuck? Chavez was just like, fantastico. He was just chilling like that on the bed. I seen the video. I seen it. Shout out to my guy Brian. He said $40 super chat. Who get a $40 super chat on Friday? Let's get it, gang. He said, bruh, I had a rough day. You damn near killed me laughing my ass off. I'm real. I'm just being real. I'm saying that I just don't want to see. I know how the game goes. That's all I'm saying. The Canelo's a star, and this star power A side shit in boxing can get abused to like a different level. Like, and then they'll really try to sell it. They'll really try to sell Canelo versus Lawrence Fishburne. Like, what the fuck? Like, Larry Fishburne even fight? Yeah, they say he got a furious style. Get it? I said Lawrence Fishburne. They said he got a furious style. Boys in the Hood, furious style. Bars. Oh, my God. I'm on a roll. Lawrence Fishburne versus Canelo Alvarez. I'm not trying to watch that. Your Spanish is really good, homie. I appreciate you. I'm from Cali. I learned from. Never mind. I was about to say bad Spanish shit, but let me stop. Anyway, I don't know. I just want to see Canelo fight like adequate competition. That's it. He's a great fighter. Real talk. Can't hate Mayweather for fighting Guerrero. See, the Guerrero shit is overstated too. That was his mandatory. Y'all love mandatory so much. Triple G fought Dominic Wade and you couldn't hear the end of it. Oh, it's just, I'm like, who's Dominic Wade? It's just mandatory, you son of a bitch. It was mad at me. I just said I didn't really know much about Dominic Wade. I thought, when they said D Wade, I thought it was Gabrielle Union husband. Because I wasn't thinking, you know when you're hungry and you're not really thinking, like you can't process information. Someone's like, oh yeah, Gennady Golovkin, he's fighting Dominic Wade. I'm thinking Gabrielle Union husband. I'm like, oh, he's boxing like a celebrity boxing match or something. Like he going to Miami, like the Miami Heat at the time, you know. And they're like, no, not D Wade, Dominic Wade. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck is that? Which one of y'all kicked me? I'm feeling ornery today. It's fun though. What? See, listen. I'm not even trying to clown. I'm just being real. I know I'm hungry right now. And that dude said, what a burger. That sounds fucking delicious. Listen. You ever get so hungry you man down yourself? Like, oh shit, I'm finna pass out. Man down. I'm hungry, bro. But listen, Canelo ain't gonna fight Plant unless you're talking about Venus Flytrap or something. He's not gonna fight no Caleb Plant. That style is not really good for him anyway. Hey, DeAndre, he's cool. Unblock him. Leonard Ellerby knows he's just joking. He was just joking. They get mad. The shooters get mad when you say something about the shooters. He said something about Ronald Finkley. Hey, unblock him. He's been cool. He hasn't been tripping. He's just adding on to the joke. Hey, y'all violate though. For Canelo versus Tupac hologram on DAZN. Only on. Like he fighting Pac's hologram. That's how you gonna do him? Pac just like, all eyes on me. A Canelo, I'm drinking here to see. Garth Brooks versus Canelo coming next on DAZN. Not trying to see it. Canelo would KO Plant. You don't know shit about boxing. It's at 168. Y'all, these dudes really don't watch boxing. Like these dudes really don't watch boxing. Canelo hasn't done shit at 168, and you're just confident that he's gonna KO a slick fighter at 168. What is this based off of? You know what I'm saying? Canelo has trouble with slick fighters throughout his career. That's why he stays away from them. Every slick fighter he fought has not been an easy fight for him. Every single one. People that use their toes. Bro, you are a real life idiot, bro. He said, my nigga, what did you talk about? Plant got no power. It's different having no power, if in your opinion, no power at 168 against 168 pounders. Canelo has not been established as a 168 pounder. So Caleb Plant, he has no power, but 147 pound Floyd has all the power in the world. So what are you talking about? Like I said, it's different knocking out a fellow 168 pounder. Canelo did nothing with Floyd Mayweather. Do you get what I'm saying? These dudes, I'm telling you, they like boxing, but they don't know how to interpret it. They don't like, they think with pure emotion. There's no logic. Put it this way. All right. Why? Put it this way. Fuck all the bullshit. Why is he fighting a guy that got knocked out in the first round then? See, now you're going to turn it to something else. If Canelo's so confident in his team that would be a good style. They didn't want to fight Willie Monroe. Fuck is you talking about? Willie Monroe got less knockouts and a less KO percentage than Caleb Plant. So why did Canelo's team say when he was at 54, or he might have been at 60, I don't remember. They said they don't want to fight Willie Monroe. So why didn't they want to fight him? He don't have no power either. You know? And Caleb Plant, like I said, he has respectable power. You're not going to just chump him, but you don't know shit about boxing. Who next in class, man? The teacher's back. Bro, Canelo would sleep Monroe. Bro, you sound like a groupie. Canelo would sleep Monroe, but there's reports and interviews with his own team saying they did not want to fight Willie Monroe. So you're giving him credit for something that his team did not want to do. I'm not saying Willie Monroe would beat Canelo, but they know it's a style that has given Canelo problems and they don't want to bother with it, especially since he's not no money man or whatever. Junior, listen, if you want like sessions, I'm gonna start setting up sessions. If y'all want to talk to me, y'all gotta pay. It's gonna be an hourly wage. I'm not going back and forth with you, bro. Your knowledge is very limited. But if you want, I'm gonna start doing like one-on-ones, and you guys can pay, and then we'll be able to talk. You know, I'll help you with if you have questions about YouTube. If you want to just talk boxing, it's gonna be an hourly wage. That's how I'm gonna start doing it. Time is money. I don't have time to just keep talking to you. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. You keep saying you're giving Canelo credit for something his team did not want to see through. They said outright, we don't like his style. Fuck him. And he fought on their undercard, Canelo Liam Smith, and I think it was around that time. See, they hate, and then the money come in. You see, when the super chat looked like that Wildberry Skittle, that's how you know it's $50. Shout out to my dude Junior Steele. Everybody get some clap emojis. We need some clap emojis for Brian and Junior Steele. They dropping that heavy bag. And I ain't talking boxing, but they got that heavy bag. Helping out the channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be in New York too. Getting that footage for y'all. I told you we taking this circus on the road more and more. So, everything helps. Appreciate you guys. See, oh my God, shout out to Mr. 23. He said, who has he ever slept other than Khan? That's what I'm saying. He hit Julio Cesar Chavez, who does have a chin, but he hit him with everything he had, and Chavez never even got knocked down. Khan shouldn't have been in there with him, right? James Kirkland actually hurt him in the first round, but James Kirkland got knocked out by Ishida, who got no power. You get what I'm saying? And he was coming off a year layoff. Who is Canelo really even knocked out, bro? He didn't knock out Mayweather. He didn't knock out Trout. Jared Hurd did, but he didn't. You guys got to study the game. And as I, deal with more online, with my online business, I realize this. The most outspoken people with the most outlandish, like basically the people who know the least qualified people always got the most to say. They always it's always radical shit, no facts based, just pure emotion, and they always got the most. They try to domineer the whole conversation. Oh yeah, shout out to Winston Baker or Lada or Canelo. I mean Cotto. Cotto looks small too next to Canelo. Ramirez Hart 2 was a good fight. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Cotto looked tiny. He hurt Cotto, but he didn't, he couldn't get him out of there. Anyway, Junior's going to be arguing with himself. If you guys want to see that, just read his comments. But anyway, this is what they do. This is what the man fans do. They start giving fighters credit for shit that they're not willing to do. Oh, Charlo will get destroyed by Canelo. Okay, let's see it. No. Canelo's not fighting Charlo. It doesn't work like that. If you're saying he can do it and it would be a good thing for boxing, it'll be satisfy mandatory, then why don't we see it? Why do we have to listen to you type it, but we can't see it? And then the crazy part is they'll even make excuses why it should not happen. what has Charlo ever done? Who is the Charlos? They're annoying. Who have they ever beat? You know, they say bullshit like that. Just like Lomachenko could say, I ain't fighting Pacquiao. He old. I don't want to beat an old guy. I want to see you beat an old guy. I'm sure other people would rather see you beat an old guy than fight Miguel Marriaga. You know what I'm saying? So you guys just say the shit but don't want to see it. Listen, I'm with it. If you think Caleb Plant gets knocked out by Canelo, tell him to stay at 168 and fight the bad boys. You know, if Caleb Plant beats Jose Uzcategui, then there's a title. There's a title right there for Canelo. Not at no catch weight. Fight at the 168. Let's see it. You know, until then, see, they just want to say it. They know that's just not going to happen. And like, honestly, Golden Boy De La Hoya just told LA Times he ain't fighting Jacobs or Triple G. So who is he going to fight? You know, if he gets past Fielding, who did they plan on fighting for Cinco de Mayo? Are they going to fight Zurdo? He just won. You want to fight at 168, right? That'd be a hell of a fight for Cinco de Mayo. One last fight before he moves up to 175. You think they're going to make that? They're both from Mexico, so let's see it. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to make all these like claims and speculation, but don't want to see it. De La Hoya said he's not fighting Triple G in May, so I don't know who they plan on fighting. Hopefully he's just joking. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to wait and see. But I said it before, I'm going to say it again. DAZN need a hit. They're dishing out nothing but money, paying all these Sugar Ray Leonards and TV specials that no one's watching. They need a hit. Like, the amount of money that it cost them to make the Canelo. Hey, DAZN, holla at your boy. If you got all this money to work with, I'll get you squared away. I'll to the best of my ability. I'll use my online business expertise and acumen, and I'll help y'all get right. But I'm just saying, like, you film and show, like, the whole thing is like the Canelo fielding. Say you have a red camera. You're filming in 4K, red camera crew, travel a little bit to the UK, you know, have somebody filming wherever Canelo trains, San Diego or whatever. People got to see that, and that has to up the ante and get them excited for the fight. Do you get what I'm saying? What's the, like, the quality on the journey to Canelo fielding was dope, the quality, but the narrator for me kind of killed it, so I didn't even finish episode 1. They just dropped episode 2, and I know for a fact there's a lot of people, because I've talked to you guys, that haven't watched. Who watched DAZN? Is on DAZN's YouTube for free. As of right now, who has seen Canelo versus Fielding, episode 1, Journey to Canelo versus Fielding, episode 1 and episode 2 in its entirety? So you watch from start to finish both episodes. Okay, so Isaac, say yes or no. Daniel Reyes said he watched 1. Why didn't you watch the other one? Boss says not me. Isaac says me. I honestly have never. I watched half of the first one. Why'd you stop? You guys let me know. Why are people only watching one of a 2-part series? Why'd you stop after halfway and then not finish it? Nah, yes I did. They're here to learn, ego. No, nope, not really interested in that fight. Not 2. I don't watch them at all. Yes. I skipped Rocky's parts though. Then you didn't watch it in its entirety, bro. And that proves you were a groupie from what you were saying earlier. Haven't even clicked on it. I watched the first. You see what I'm saying? And on my channel, I plugged it so you guys can know about it. And people still didn't just, some of you guys probably watched it because of me, but some people didn't even watch it. So again, DAZN, this is any business. My business, it has to make sense. That's why, like, if I live in California, I'm just telling you how business works because I know the boxing business, right? Sometimes there's a fight in California. I live in California, but I'm in the Bay Area. That's a 6-hour drive, or I have to get a flight. I don't live or have family in LA where I just comfortable, like where I want to stay with people. I don't like staying with people anyway, you know, with friends and stuff. I have friends out there, but I don't want to intrude, and I want to come and go as I please. So I didn't go out for, like, let's say a Superfly 3, because for me it's not advantageous for me to spend what it would cost to get a flight, you know, uproot from here where I can do more damage to go cover that. So I went to New York to cover Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. So the you have to get out of the red. That's any business. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to get out of it. So they have a high quality product, but a fraction of you guys watched it, and a fraction of you guys watched the whole thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And the fight's tomorrow. So you can't just keep spending money on shit to promote buying ad space like they did on Google, I showed y'all, without it paying off. And for me, this Canelo versus Fielding, even though they did all this, it's still not big. For example, and I know this is like, I'm not trying to, look. The Journey, Canelo Fielding, it has 99,000. It was a day ago. 99,000. The Journey 2. Hold on. Look. The Journey, 9,000 views 14 hours ago. Like, so they're spending all this money. I do videos and get, you know, more than that. And I don't have to buy, you know, I don't have to rent out a film crew to do that. Look, DAZN presents Canelo Alvarez Punch Out. This is their official YouTube. 1,300 views, and they did it 2 days ago. Look at Junior Steele. He just donated $100 fucking dollars, and we just disagreed on something. That's love. I appreciate you. Shout out to Junior Steele from LA with the $100 super chat. Appreciate you for helping the movement. This is what I'm saying. Like, see. Never mind. I'm not trying to stunt. But you just seen. Look at the super chats this episode. We're just talking the boxing, you know, because I've earned my stripes in the game. DAZN just keeps spending money. They're just spending money. Of course, I got to spend money too. Like, I'm gonna be in New York covering the fights. You know what I'm saying? So I spend money too, but it has to make sense. That's why I can't go to New York for just every fight. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't be advantageous for me. And so far from what I've seen for DAZN, the product they're putting out and the money behind promotion and stuff, like, it got to make sense, you know? Yeah, Junior Steele, we need some clapping. I didn't even have to tell y'all. Junior Steele, hold on. We got 3 big ass super chats. You know, shout out to everyone that super chatted. But Brian Buckler, he donated a total of $46 in super chats. Shout out to him. Junior, Oh, actually, Junior still did 150. Wow, he did the $50 one too. Wow. Hey, props to you, man. Yeah, can we get some claps? They help the channel get to the next level. All I'm saying, I'm just talking real square business. That's all. That's what it is. And from what I've seen from DAZN, you got to make these events. You know, I don't know how much ticket sales were and all that, so maybe they'll make some money there. But all in all, the reporter, Keith Eidick, said they have 4,000 to 5,000 tickets still sold. De La Hoya is saying it's sold out. That stuff doesn't, like, either it is or it isn't. But just saying it is, that's not, you know, that's not adding to your bottom line. That's why it's funny when people say, like, oh, ego bought subscribers. If you think I'm stupid enough to do that, then you're stupid, because you don't benefit from that. You won't make money in this business by having a fake number of subscribers that are really robots. Don't listen. I'm gonna help y'all. If y'all are starting a YouTube channel, don't do that. Don't sell yourself short. Work on your content. Work on your delivery. You know, try to get your audio clean. Work on your presentation. Study the game so people value your thoughts. Don't try to take these shortcuts like buying subs, because that doesn't benefit you. If anything, it's like, you know, it's like a fake tattoo. You impress a girl because she thinks you got this like huge arm piece tattoo, and then you get in the shower and the shit wash off. She's not impressed anymore, you know? It's not real. So don't, you know, that's just, who cares about a fake number? So all my aspiring YouTubers, make sure you guys do that. But anyway, shout out to Junior. Junior dropping them heavy bags like it's boxing. That's what I'm saying. Oscar Rios says De La Hoya said at a press conference there's only 500 tickets left. Exactly. But then there's a reporter, a popular reporter with major website, that said, hey, I don't know why De La Hoya keeps saying that, but that's not true. Here, I'll find it. Look. See, to make a point, I don't have to lie or falsify anything. Says, despite what I just tweeted about solid ticket sales, Golden Boy keeps saying fights are close to sold out or sold out, but that's not true. Oscar just told DAZN that 400 to 500 tickets remain available for Canelo versus Fielding. Actually, it's really closer to 4,000 or 5,000 tickets left. So it should have cleared up. Look. He says Oscar just told DAZN that 400 or 500 tickets remain available for the Canelo Fielding card, but actually it's closer to 4,000 or 5,000. And he's a boxing reporter for a major website. This is his credentials. This is who he writes for. He's part of the 2008 New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. So, you know, if you were an inductee into the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, I doubt you're gonna put your reputation, like, you don't have nothing against De La Hoya, you know. I doubt you're gonna put your reputation at stake by, you know, just trying to make some shit up. He's part of the Hall of Fame for boxing writers. So De La Hoya saying there's only 500 tickets left, and then he's saying there's 4,000 to 5,000 tickets left. That's a huge difference. What if you went to pay $400 or $500 and you accidentally paid somebody 4,000 or 5,000? That's a huge difference. You would be, you know, you would try to get your money back. So, like I said, any business, I'm just talking square business. I know people get mad, oh, you hate this and you love PPC. This has nothing to do with any of that. I'm talking straight up boxing, off the cuff. No business just puts out money without ever expecting to get it back. you wouldn't be able to do anything. How you know, you could do that. Like, I know people that are like that, not necessarily for business, but they want to look flashy. But you know, at the bottom, like in the bottom of your heart, if your bills are being paid, if your house is about to foreclose, and you trying to impress girls by getting jewelry and yachts and stuff, you know if you're living above your means. So any business, that's why I feel DAZN needs a big event. Because what event has been big? Meanwhile, PBC just keeps putting these events that you know are getting money. And like, let me explain this. DAZN is like, here, you know, just so you know, because the thing I love about it is I like to show y'all other people's opinion. Not that it matters to me, but it matters to y'all, right? Because somebody mentioned me in this tweet and I seen it, right? But the reason I like to show you, because for some reason, I guess because I do that, you know, I'm not just a boxing writer or some shit where nobody knows who I am. So people know who I am, so they try to blame me and say I'm hating. So I want to show you that there's other people who are saying the same thing. Look, and then I'll start explaining. So this is a boxing writer. You probably have heard of him. It should focus out in a minute. Okay, his name is Jake Donovan. He's a writer. Gonna be honest, not a fan of the whole Golden Boy / DAZN quote pay-per-view is dead angle in selling Canelo's DAZN debut. In my opinion, it just seems way too forced. In addition, it's ridiculousness, and it takes away from the event and what it should really be about. Canelo fielding. Shout out to you. We got another super chat. Adam H. Anderson from Australia with the jack-o'-lantern super chat. It says, I'm not after that. He said, I'm not that rich after fixing my car yesterday. No, we all go through it. It's the holidays too, you know. Hey, do y'all celebrate? What are y'all doing in December in Australia? He said, broke down on a moving interstate. So who do you think will be next for Canelo? Shout out to you, Ego, hashtag the realist. You know, can we get some claps for my man, Adam H. Anderson, helping the channel, helping the movement? I don't know, because I was really thinking it would be Triple G or Jacobs. And then according to Oscar De La Hoya, he says it's not going to be either. So I'm not really sure, to be honest. I could see some random name, kind of like Rocky Fielding. Maybe someone from 68 and, you know, making them fight at a catch weight. Or David Lemieux, you know, something like that. But I'm going to get to that part in a second, because I told you guys when DAZN first announced they were signing Canelo, that was one of my potential fears. And it hasn't happened yet, and we have to wait and see. But I'll elaborate more on it. So you've seen that other boxing writer. He says, here, I'm going to read it again because we had to go over the super chat